On this problem, it says a news group is interested in constructing a 99% confidence interval for the proportion of all Americans who are in favor of a new green initiative. So, and then of the 530 randomly selected Americans surveyed, 442 were in favor of the initiative. So, and then here's the answer you can see. So how did I come to that answer? So let's first off understand what is a confidence interval. You're trying to guess at what the percentage or the proportion, same thing, it's just a decimal, of all Americans who are in favor of some new green initiative thing is. So you're saying, all right, is like 80% of America in favor of it, or is it 89% or 72%, or what is it? What percent of Americans are in favor of whatever this green initiative thing is? So you go as how do you figure that out? Well, you go out and you survey a bunch of people. Yeah, you ask 530 people at random, hey, do you like the new green initiative thing? Yes or no? Okay, and 442 of those 530 were in favor. They said, yeah, we like it. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, we could divide. We could take 442 over 530, and we'd find out I don't know, it's something like 84%, basically. So we're thinking it's about 84%, or maybe it's 83, something like that. Anyway, I don't know exactly. We'll see in a minute. Say, okay, it's about 83, 84%. But what we like to do is form what's called a confidence interval. Notice we want to say, we think you can see the answer. We think it's somewhere between 79% and 87%. See, there's the answer. I'll show you how we get them on the computer in a minute. But basically, our final answer is we're 99% confident. We're 99% sure that the 99% confident that the proportion of all Americans in favor of the New Green Initiative is somewhere between 79 and 87. In other words, you're estimating what the real percentage of all of America might be, right? It turned, we did our little survey and we got 442 out of 530 people that we surveyed. And that's, I think, around 83%. But how close is that? That's just for our group, right? That's just for our 530 people. So how close is that to the real percentage for all of America? Well, we're 99% confident that the real thing for all of America is somewhere between 79 and 87%, that the real percentage of Americans for all of America that are in favor of the Green Initiative is somewhere between 79 and 87. That's what a confidence interval is. All right. So how do we do it? How do we do it? Well, we go to the computer. We're going to go. So let me show you. So I'm going to switch over now to the computer and we're going to put in the numbers on the computer. So let's go there. Okay, so here we are. So you go down, select the online calculator. You're used to that. Come to the online calculator. And now, let me show you the notebook. Probably the best way. So in the notebook, here's the notes, Unit 3 notes, confidence intervals. I'm here, number 1, confidence intervals. First off, identify whether it's a find the percentage or find the mean. Well, I think you probably noticed it's find the percentage or proportion, same thing. So then part A is the percentage proportion, part B is the mean average. So this is a percentage or proportion question. Go to the online calculator, confidence interval for a proportion, and then X will be the number asked for. This must be a whole number, not a decimal. And then N, come on down here, N is the total number and CL is the confidence level as a decimal. Notice, as a decimal. Okay. So let's go to the online calculator. Here we go. So to the calculator we go. So coming on down, where is it? Confidence interval for a proportion. Wait, there it is, number 12. Confidence interval for a proportion. That's what the online calculator, this is the notes right here. Confidence interval for a proportion when it's asking for a percent proportion. Confidence interval for a proportion. Come back here and go, okay. Confidence interval proportion, click on that, number 12. Opens up. N was the total number. How many did we survey? Well, if you look back at the question, 530 people surveyed. X is how many were in favor. It's 442. Confidence level. Notice it's a decimal. It even says it up here. Confidence level in 0.95. For example, if 95%, confidence level, we would put in 0.95. So ours was 99%, so 0.99 and hit calculate. Calculate. There's the two answers we saw on the problem. That's the lower bound and the upper bound. This number and this number are our two answers. By the way, there, the P with the little triangle above it called P, this is called P hat. There's the percentage. Remember we said it's about 83%? So 83% of the people we surveyed were in favor of the Green Initiative, but that doesn't mean that there's exactly 83% for all of America. We just surveyed 530 people. That's not all of America. So like on election day, when the ballot comes up, when people vote on the issue, doesn't mean exactly 83%, right? Just with our survey, 83%, but we are what, 99, that was our confidence level, 99% confident that the real thing on election day, when the real truth comes out, what percentage of Americans are in favor, it'll be somewhere between 79 and 87% of America. We're 99% sure. There's a 1% chance it'll be outside that region, but we're 99% sure it's going to be in that region. So back to the original. And so again, where'd we go? We went to the confidence interval for portion, right? So went to the the online calculator here. And we went to the confidence interval for proportion, and then we put in the N. I'm trying to remember what else was there that we needed to put in there. N and X and confidence level. So N was 530 total people, X was 442, confidence level was 0.99, and we hit calculate, and we got these two answers. And so there we go.